When I first met Bailey and Mon, they said to me, we bought the wrong boat. They didn't have much knowledge about sailing in boats, but they had this big dream to sail around the world and take their home with them. The benefit of being young, you have time to make mistakes. But the most important thing is to jump over your comfort zone and go for your dreams. Let's hear what they learned and what they will do different in the future. Welcome to Sailor's Life. Hi Bailey.
Hello.
Hi Mon.
Hello, Yuka.
Very nice to meet you here today, yeah?
Wonderful to see you here.
So you two are staying in a house of a friend today. You sold your boat. What happened?
We sold our boat. Ah! As they say, it's the second happiest day of your life after buying the boat. We sold our boat. We we stayed on it for 6 months. Decided it wasn't the boat for us for the long term, so we found a buyer and we're off our boat. My dream of living on a sailboat and traveling the world. So years ago, when I was in my early 20s, I was moving cross country from Oregon to New York, and I was traveling by train and loved seeing the landscape go by and all the beautiful different versions of the U.S. as I was traveling across it, and wanted to feel that same experience in a more global sense. And I was thinking, how could I do this without having to pay for airfare everywhere or whatnot? And how can I do this and live and have my comforts of home with me wherever I go? And after a little bit of thought on that 4-day train ride, I came to the conclusion I needed to buy a sailboat.
You just jumped onto that dream together with Bailey. Was boat life also your dream?
No. Boat life has been his dream for a long time since I know him, and he always tell me that he want to sail around the world because of, it's very sustainable when you are doing this by yourself. You have solar panel, you have water maker, and then I'm not even a swimmer. I can't even swim. So when he bought a boat and he say, let's do this together, and I have to take a time to learn how to swim in 3 months and jump on a boat with him to do these crazy things, and I love it. I just love it.
Flew out here from Hawaii. I actually came on my own first. Mun and my friend that was the one that helped connect me with this boat flew out together a week later.
When you came here to French Polynesia and saw the boat, was it what you expected?
No, what I was expecting a turnkey ready kind of boat, something that I could just get into, maybe do a little bit of cleaning, but something that we would be able to just move our clothes and our food onto and immediately start sailing around and enjoying ourselves here in French Polynesia. What I found instead was a boat that had been left for 2 years, that I was not told was left unattended for 2 years, with food still left inside, so there was a large metropolis of cockroaches that had taken over the entire boat.
What work did you have to do before leaving the first anchorage?
I had to get the batteries back to life. When I got on the boat, all the electrics were completely dead.
What about the underwater?
The underwater side, yeah. The underwater side was, we started on that, but we had plans we already knew we were going to be taking the boat to the Apataki Carnage to take it out to put a fresh coat of paint on the bottom, anti-foul paint. My friend and I spent days in the water scraping off for hours, yeah.
So Bailey, even with all these issues on the boat and that it wasn't like you expected, you still decided to make this trip.
Yeah, even with the disappointments of the initial sight of the boat and the initial condition of the boat, yeah, I mean, it was, I traveled thousands of miles to get here. I had my wonderful girlfriend on her way coming to join me, and I felt like I needed to do it. Yeah, so once we got the bottom scraped off wherever, then we set sail for Apataki from Ahe, where the boat was originally at the Kamoka Pearl Farm. And it was about a day sail. It was a very exciting sail, our first sail ever, and we had a huge squall with lightning and wind and rain. It was thrilling, I guess, to say one way, and also extremely frightening to say another way in the middle of the night. But we arrived into Apataki safe and sound. Got our boat up out of the water after a few days of waiting for the boat yard to be ready for us. Once we got it up, then we finished doing all the sanding and scraping it off, and we put a fresh coat of epoxy and a fresh coat of anti-fouling on there to get it ready for a new round of sailing. I learned to sail. I took some short lessons when I lived in Hawaii. A friend of mine offered to teach me how to sail. We just basically did a 5-course lesson on his little 16-foot Hobie Cat, which was a ton of fun to sail. Entirely different than sailing a 30-foot boat or larger, but it gave me the basics of it at least, and kind of the very fundamental terminology of it. And then once we got out here and got on the boat, my friend that came with us from Hawaii helped us sail it from, like I said before, sail out from the Tuamotus to here to Tahiti. And she kind of explained as we went along and showed me how to do the basics of it. And then after she left, Mun and I took, I don't know, what, 3 or 4 trips between Moorea and Tahiti. And on those trips, I just kind of tested things, you know.
Man, what do you feel about the boat size? Was the boat size okay for you?
Honestly, I have no idea how boat size, like different of boat size would be. For us at 30 feet, it's big or small, I have no idea. But until I go to another boat, like we visited all the people boat, and I said, oh, maybe our boat is a little bit too small for us, 2 people, because I love to cook. I love having people around, like invite all my friends to come on board, but then sometimes we feel like it's too small for them to be around and uncomfortable.
One, you told me that before you decided for boat life, you had a very well-paid job in Malaysia for Christian Dior. That must be very, very different to the life you live now on the boat.
Oh yeah. Imagine that you're rubbing shoulder with all the celebrity and the rich people every day.
What kind of life do you like more, the simplicity or the luxury life?
I love the simplicity life. You imagine that you just, every day you have swimming pool, the clear, crystal clear swimming pool around you. At night you have like 1,000 stars above you, and you can see the full moon like so close, and sunset. You can never get bored of sunset. You love the sunset. I love the sunset every day, like different shades of orange, different shades of like red, just incredible, speechless.
What did you learn on this trip? What is important on a boat? What shouldn't you do? What do you need to know?
Well, I mean, it really depends on what you're looking for as a new boat owner. It depends on what you want out of your boat, of course. But for us, my dream was to live on this boat full time, to have it be our home, have all of our amenities with us, and our personal items and stuff wherever we go around the world. Water maker is a really, really important thing to have for sure. This boat didn't have any kind of a proper shower. A nice little kitchen with a stovetop and oven and everything like that to be able to cook what you want and bake and do your different types of meals. A good sized refrigerator would be nice. Good batteries, of course, are really important. Good solar panels are really important. And I think even more important than researching is talking to other boaters, because they've lived with these equipment and these components, and they know which ones work well and which ones don't. So talking to other boaters is crucial to like figuring out what's best and what's not.
So we have learned about a lot of basic things while we are on the first boat. So of course, the first boat is usually not your dream boat. But what I have enjoyed, I have really happy is I really love the boat life, because the first thing is I sleep so well in the boat, really, really well, like a baby. The second thing is, despite all the problem we have, like constantly repair and fixing things, I learned that life actually you don't need a lot of things. You just usually if you at land, you live on land, you use a lot of water. You never think of how much water you wasted. But on a boat, you're very conscious about water, right? And the way of planning your food, because you have to plan for the whole 2 weeks. Only you go for grocery shopping again, because you don't want to waste food. And also you meet a lot of great people in this adventure, and they share a lot of dreams and encouragement to keep us going. And That's what I love about boat life.
So you said meeting great people. Tell me a little bit about the social life.
Social life, oh, I love meeting people like all the time. Just go to the beach and you just say hi to people, and then you make friends. Suddenly you have friends for life. And that's how we got a lot of boat friends from Apataki when we are hauling out, and everybody is having the same problem. I mean, each boat have their problem, and you are not alone. That make you realize that boater helping each other, and that is very strong community that we love about boat community life. And the local people, when you go to strange places like these, I can't speak French, but still your body language and how you feeling welcome and how you feel friendly, and they will react like a mirror effect from us, and it just feels incredible. In Tahitians, they love their music and they create their music with their feelings. So if you chill at the beach, you will see a lot of people that local people with the ukulele on hand. When they sing with their heart. All the lyrics are just instantly made by themselves. You know, they have the tune, but the lyrics are just expressed from the feelings. This is what I like about them.
When you're out there sailing, you're in touch with nature like you normally never would be. Like you get to be, it's just a natural way of like traveling to be. There's no, you're just on the wind. It's quiet. It's peaceful. During the daytime, you have beautiful skies, usually with scenery everywhere. At nighttime, you have beautiful stars everywhere. It's just a wonderful way to live.
And you know what? Every morning, if you wake up in the morning and you have a cup of coffee and you walk out to your bow and you look at the swimming pool that you have, it's crystal clear. You just feel like, oh, I just do this for, it's worth it, It's worth to do all the sailing, but at the same time, you learn about nature. You see turtle come swimming in front of you, sharks everywhere, stingray, all this thing you can't find in a city. You just
sailing into a new port, you'll have a pod of dolphins welcome you in as you're sailing in.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's just every day is like a new surprise. It's wonderful.
This is boat life.
So now you sold your boat. What are your plans for the future?
Plan, of course, buying a next boat. But we have to work on that.
Work and save.
Yeah, we know what we want. We know what we don't want. So we have to budget in for the fixing stuff, for the repair stuff. At the same time, I think Bailey's gonna learn about a lot of.
Try and take some classes, learn some more about diesel marine engines. Maybe learn something about refrigeration and other types of other systems on the boat that need servicing from time to time, so I can not only work on my own boat when I need to, but I can also work on other people's boat to help sustain our life on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
You decided to do it again, and you don't regret that you've been sailing on a boat which wasn't your kind of boat?
No regrets.
No regrets.
No, this has been, like I said, this has been a great learning experience. It's done nothing, as far as I'm concerned, it's done nothing but reinforce even stronger that I want to do this for a long time.
Yeah.
And that I want to continue staying on the water and meeting wonderful people and living this way as long as my body allows me to.
Yeah, it's only have to remember this, things will always get better. So you get not your boat, not your dream boat, work on it. Work on your dream boat and get bigger boat or smaller boat, I don't know. But things will always get better. We will definitely do it again. We'll come back for sure for the boat life. No regrets.
Yes.
Subscribe my channel Sailor's Life if you want to follow more facts, experiences and stories. Give me a thumb up and press the bell if you don't want to miss any of these interviews.